Working out has always been a big part of our lifestyle. And in this video, I'm just going to share how I've been able to keep the habit of exercise, kind of why also it's really become an important part of my physical and mental health, and what I use, even though I do not go to the gym. So my name is Cherrick, and welcome to my channel. I like to do videos about homeschooling, and this one is kind of about homeschooling and then also taking care of yourself. So early in our marriage and in our parenting life, we actually owned a CrossFit gym. We owned a CrossFit gym out in Scottsdale, Arizona for 8 years. And we had some access to some really great trainers who knew about basically like pregnancy and postpartum exercise. And so I was able to glean a ton of information from them as far as taking care of my body and what exercises were safe for me to do. So I was able to continue exercising through my pregnancies, and then postpartum would also, try to figure out how to get back into the gym. But I have to say, recently I have had to change since we don't own a gym anymore. And I do still want to move my body through space and use just the full range of motion that I have been given. I've tried to figure out how do I do that. So with my last pregnancy, with my 7th pregnancy, I did not strength train. My biggest goal was to be able to continue walking. I had some hip twisting going on and a lot of discomfort. So I just had to take it really back down to the basics. So I would go for walks on a regular basis, until I couldn't with that pregnancy. Although with him, I was able to walk for most of the pregnancy. But postpartum, I continued that regimen and would just walk every day, even if it was just for 20 minutes. But now, once I stopped nursing and I wasn't spending, how many hours a day does one nurse? Is it 12 hours a day? It just feels like it's an eternity. I was able to start strength training again, and I use an app it's a website called Street Parking. And Street Parking has wonderful workouts for you to do, and they scale it. They have a shift workout, and that's what I'm working through right now. And then they have levels A, B, and C. And the shift workout is designed for people who only have access to a kettlebell and a dumbbell. And that actually works well for me because I'm still in recovery mode. Let's see, I am 18 months out from having our last baby, and I am 42 years old. And it just takes longer when you're over 35 to recover. My muscle tone and just my strength has just taken a lot longer to get back. But the habit that I have been able to develop now is waking up a little bit earlier and doing about a 10 to 15 minute workout. And that has been so important to me. The walking was really good. It would keep my mind going, but the strength training, getting my heart rate up more, having that high intensity with the functional movements, and kind of varying what I'm doing, all of those things contribute to my mental health and also my physical health. Now, strength training is known to help with bone density. A lot of people talk about, osteoporosis and weakening bones in women, and strength training is a really great way to combat that. Think about if you're using your muscles intentionally, not just, I'm picking up a baby every now and then, which we do, but more just an intentional, focused movement, then that will help over time, strengthen our bodies. What to me is so interesting is so often I hear women in the classical homeschooling world talk about the importance of feeding your mind, the importance of taking in things that are good and true and beautiful. And often you do not hear them talk about the importance of caring for your body and like feeding your body with good things, obviously just food, but also with movement. Movement is such an important part of our bodies. We're not just spiritual, we are spiritual and we are physical. So I have really felt like I've seen a difference. When I have been lazy about exercising, my mental alertness is much lower. I am much more likely to be snappy with my children. I am also much more groggy and fall asleep when reading aloud. When I exercise and I discipline myself to do that exercise, I just find that my overall health is better. I'm eating better. I'm drinking more water. I have a sharpness about me that I otherwise don't have. So I'll walk you through a little bit about what my typical morning might look like and how I get that in. I have also worked out in the afternoon during baby's nap time, but that is actually not a good time for me anymore. I would work out between 1 and 2, I guess, with the idea that that was kind of when I was in college, our athletic practices would start. So it was like, well, I'm used to working out at this time anyway, so I'll just do that now. But now I'm finding that I need to get it out of the way, and it needs to help me start my day and get my energy going. The other benefit that I forgot to tell you is pelvic floor support and like pregnancy recovery support. All of the movements that I do, the kettlebell swinging and the squats, all of that stuff does help to engage my core. And it does continue to help. Like I did do some physical therapy postpartum this last baby. And I was like, so many of these movements she's doing, like I would already be doing in my CrossFit workouts, but I was not strong enough yet to do those. Like I was so weak, you guys, just weak because the age, how old I was when I had my last baby, and then also how immobile I was. I was just not able to move that much, just because my joints were so stretchy. So I just want to encourage you that, we can find time to fit those things in if we're in a good season for it. Even if it's just a walk around the block, even if it's just, going down and checking on, something in the neighborhood and walking back, those types of little steps, then, like what I did was the next time I was like, you know what, I'm going to add some kettlebell swings here. And then the next time it was like, I have more time. I can do a little bit more. And what street parking did for me was help me not think about what I was needing to do. I could just look at the website and go, okay, this is what I'm doing. I'll just obey and then do the thing and then go shower and start the day. So, well, that's all I have for this time. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.